and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking about 90 Day Fiance. This is season 8, episode 17, and the title of this episode is First Comes Love. And in this video, we're going to be talking all about Andrew and Amira. So before I get started, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll be notified on the next time I make an upload. And let's go ahead and get straight into it. So Andrew goes out with his mom and sister to basically lie and paint Amira as the bad guy. Now his mom says, how dare Amira for not getting on that plane, and says that she is frustrated and angry. She has frustration and anger towards Amira for hurting her son. The joke is going to be on them though. The joke is going to be on them when they see the text messages that their beloved son and brother was sending this young lady. So he failed to mention the back and forth arguments, the pressure that he was putting on her, which was the deciding factor of her not getting on that plane. It sickens me that he is allowing his mother and sister to blame and have all of that unwarranted anger towards Amira. Amira not getting on the plane was the best decision that she could have ever made for herself. So his mom and sister should have been neutral. And you have to understand, in a situation, you are a woman first. I don't care who you are to me. I'm going to be neutral. And I'm also going to put myself in the position of, if we're talking about a woman here, I am a woman first. So I'm going to be very careful of placing an opinion on something when both parties are not both there to share their side, not knowing the full details and really what transpired. Because a lot of times when people are telling you stuff that's going on, they leave out their part that they played. I feel like in every situation that we all can look at a situation, whether this person was right or wrong, it's something that I can take away from the situation that I can learn from, and maybe something that I could have done better in the situation. Not saying that you are to blame, but it takes two. So I just feel like it's wrong as a woman, and there are women, to say that, she's wrong and, to do all of that, because it's like your son and your brother, he's not a saint. So he has probably made some mistakes, which would be the deciding factor as to why she did not get on that plane. So you have to think about that. I mean, I would even probably say, why? What happened? Is it something you're not telling us? Did you all have an argument? But you're taking everything he's saying. So he's manipulating you too, as well, mom and sister. And they're just sitting there like dummies, putting an opinion on something and on someone, and they don't really even know the full details of what happened. Now, during Andrew's one-on-one with the camera crew, he only talks about Amira's actions toward him, but fails to take any accountability for his actions. His mom and sister don't believe that Amira had an anxiety attack, but who really cares about what they think? Who really cares? They were skeptical from the jump about Amira and really didn't want Andrew to marry her, or even marry her so quickly even. So it's like, who cares what y'all think? Who cares? Like the sister, don't you got your own business to be worried about? You about to have a baby, or I don't know if she already had the baby, but you got your own family and situation, and you putting your mouth on what your brother's got going on, not knowing that your brother is the reason and the problem. And then the mama, I don't know if she's in a relationship or what, but I just want them to be quiet. I really do. I want them to be quiet. Comment down below your thoughts. So Amira gets very emotional. They show us back, they go back and forth to Amira and Andrew. One side, Andrew is lying to his mama and sister. And then on the other side, they show Amira. And Amira gets very emotional at the airport. She's back in France after quarantining for 2 weeks in Serbia. She says that she feels safe now that she's back home, but she's also heartbroken, adding that she gave all that she had in her relationship and did everything in her power to make it work. She says her trip to Serbia was the wake-up call that showed her that Andrew and her are not meant to be. And I figured that. Being secluded like that, where you have no outside interferences, you have nobody whispering in your ear or telling you what you need to do, but her being secluded all alone really opened her eyes to allow her to see, no, this is not the right move. When he was saying to her, you're going to be greeted and met by an angry fiance, she could have very well had an anxiety or a panic attack. Like, who are they to say that that did not happen? Were they there? None of us can say that that did or did not happen because we weren't there. But I believe, based off of all the pressure he was putting her under, they were constantly arguing. She was secluded and in Serbia, scared and all alone. That's what she says. She was scared and all alone. Okay. So it's like, how can we really say she didn't have a panic attack with him bullying her and being very rude and disrespectful to her? So no one knows that but Amira. Only Amira knows the truth. And she says that she had a panic attack, so she had a panic attack. Amira adds that Andrew and her are just not meant to be, and I can agree. Adding that Andrew pressured her into having kids right away. She has returned back home, she says, to her childhood home, and says her relationship with Andrew is over. The marriage, the engagement, all that stuff is over. Her father wasn't surprised to hear her relationship status with Andrew. And I can imagine as a parent, he probably has a huge sigh of relief. Like, yes, I'm so glad my daughter is back. She's safe. And she did not move forward in the relationship with Andrew. So her father, he never trusted Andrew, but is relieved that Amira is back home now. Amira is beautiful, and I feel like she definitely needs to count her blessings on this one because she definitely dodged a bullet for sure. Now, Amira says that she is not willing to let Andrew control her ever again. She is going to start fresh by going back to school and getting a job. So to me, that only kind of clarifies that Andrew was definitely taking care of her. She wasn't working. Andrew was taking care of her, making her codependent upon him. That was how it was easy to lure her to the States. So, he's probably telling her, I could give you a better life. It's just much nicer here. Different things like that, selling her a dream, all the makeup you want, and we can have a family and just paint it as a fairy tale. So that definitely lured her in, because I feel like she's a very beautiful woman. And I'm not saying that she's like dumb or nothing, not at all. But I am saying in certain areas and probably within relationships, she probably is a little bit green and naive. So him dangling that bait, everybody wants to be happy, at peace, and be living life, freely, have freedom. And she seems like the type of woman, she likes nice things, and him spoiling her and doing all those things, she gravitated towards that and she wanted that life. But she just didn't know what she dodged and what was waiting for her on the other side. So she better be, like I said, counting those blessings. She wants to start fresh, get her a job, go back to school. I think that's a great idea. She adds that she is going to be independent and work on loving herself more. And I loved hearing her say that. Because it's like, I think we all have been there. Nobody is exempt. So I feel like there are certain areas or certain things about us that we consider to be flaws, or that we could just work on better as far as just loving ourselves and more self-care, being more confident. So I just feel like that was really good. It's very rare that you hear, I think that's probably the first on 90 Day that I've heard any woman say that I'm gonna work on loving myself more and just like healing. Like, that was really good, because that means she recognizes that there are some things that she does need to work on within herself. So she's reflecting, and I think that's a great start. So she ends out her scene saying that she doesn't want to talk to Andrew again. And I really hope she holds fast to that. I really do, because I just don't see this as a good fit for her. And I really worry about Andrew's mental state. I'm just being real. Just like I worry about Paul from 90 Day Fiance, him with Karini, his mental state. Andrew, same thing. Colt, same thing. That mental state of those men, I don't think that it would be a good thing. So I think she's really good if she stays in France. So fingers crossed. I wish her all the best. But I'm really curious to know what you thought all about Andrew and Amira in that comment section down below. This is 90 Day Fiance Season 8, Episode 17. The title of this episode was First Comes Love. Give this video a big thumbs up, share it with a friend, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll be notified on the next time I make an upload. I appreciate all of your love and support and for watching this video. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.